John Daniel here from John's Wacky World. In April 1967, and actually a few weeks before that, Massena had some UFO sightings that year. In the paper wrote about it. This is the Observer dated April 18th, 1967. Doing this vlog because people have asked me about this before in the past, so I'm going to read this. More sightings reported in sky. Boy photos UFO. We go to read the article. A 13-year-old boy has a photograph he took of an unidentified flying object which soared over his house the night of Monday, April 10th, 1967. He took the photo at 9:45 p.m. with the instant camera and came up with a picture that shows, and it says see accompanying photo, three white lines, the shape of which comparable to boomerangs. While his picture did not capture the outline of the object, he drew a pencil sketch, which you see here, and I'm going to go back up, was later drawn over with the heavy ink to show that said he actually saw it. The boy was Paul Brisson, son of Mr. and Mrs. Paul Brisson, Route 2, Massena. He is in 7th grade. He was at 7th grade in Sacred Heart School, the old school. He said a friend called his home a couple of minutes before he took the picture to tell him that something was flying in the air at the back of the house. By the time I ran out and got outside, it was over. There's the lines, the three lines. It's pretty dark, but this is a microfilm. And then the drawing. There were various witnesses to this. I actually asked people about it that lived in Mortgage Hill area, and they actually, yeah, but they didn't remember what year. The state police reported the UFO in one article I read, all around the area, Potsdam and the North Country. Let's go on here. Gary LaCourse, who lives across the Racket River from the Brissons, called Paul Brisson, said he was home alone that night. The object was moving pretty fast. It sailed northwest and disappeared into about 1 minute and a half, the Brisson boys said. Clinton Curtis, Winthrop Brazier, and his brother Carol Curtis and a cousin Timmy Curtis saw a UFO last week. It was a glowing object with three blinking lights. An airplane was flying underneath it at the time. And four girls were walking on Highland Avenue near Mortgage Hill, 7:45 p.m. Thursday, and saw an unidentified flying object over Ransom Avenue. The girls were Peggy Ann Borden, Carol Fallon, Bridget Hertzler, and Virginia Campbell. Many reports have been taken in the past several weeks. Residents in Louisville community report sightings nightly. Some report seeing the objects Saturday night around 7:30 p.m. Are they airplanes? And it's a question mark. Those who report them say that there is no noise or sound. And there's Mrs. Ramsey Swain, wife of the pastor of Louisville Community Church, talking about it, seeing the flying saucer with binoculars on April 3rd. Usually the sightings in the township of Louisville can be seen around 7:30 o'clock in the evening. And it says two state policemen from the Massena substation followed a UFO from Hogansburg to Norwood in a patrol car just as the sightings were being reported over the police radio. That woman had seen an object in the sky. So, Massena has a little history of UFOs. I'll have to go investigate this more.